we have to use a second parameter as what? As a data type. If it is not there, that means what? It is a float type array.
Okay, what if we put np.int only?
Because the int is a data type, which exists in the module np. That means a numpy. It is a part of the numpy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I understand, but I mean, why can't we want it to be an integer type, correct?
Right, huh? Yes.
So why don't we just put int? Why do we have to put the 16? What is this?
16, na? Right. Because there are several data types in integer formats. One is called int 8 bits, int 16 bits, int 32 bits, int 64 bits. This is what called a 16 bit.
16 bits.
That means what? That means what? Minus 2 raised to the power 15, 2 plus 2 raised to the power 15 minus 1.
What will happen if we don't put the 16?
What will happen?
Yeah.
You just write, check it. Because there is no int data type, I think. Because the data type name value is data type name is int g, not int. There is no int, I think. Check it, run it, save it, and run it. It working correct?
Yes, it's working.
So it's okay. It's by default. It is by default integer. It is by default integer 6.
Okay.
You just check the type. What is the size of integer? So I think it is 32 bit. By default integer is size, I think 32 bit size.
Type retain index.
Type return index. No. Type return. No. This is not over here. You just type over where. Yes. Just after the line. Just after the line.
Where?
Just after the line. np.array. After this line. Just check.
np.array here.
Yes. Print type of
retain index.
D type likhna. Type np dot array and retain print retain dot index. Just wait. Printf D type retain index dot D type.
Print retain
underscore index dot
D
type. Yes, this one. D type, small one. Right.
Anything inside the brackets?
No, there is no need to bracket.
Ah, 32. Yes, like you said.
That's why. So it takes much more memory unnecessary.
Okay. Okay. And then after the D, okay, I understand this line.
Yes. After what? We run it 3 because there are 3 modules only.
Yeah.
3. Actually, there are 3 cells only. Right? In our because there are 3 cells, so we run the program in the module as per the module. So it returns 3. So 0, 1, 2. Right? It runs 3 times.
Okay.
When it runs first time, np.append reindex.
Sorry to cut you off, but what happens if we don't change it to integer? What happens if we keep it as float?
It returns in the form of the floats. If you remove the data type, remove from the D type equal to np.int.
Okay, what's the problem if it's in float? Why do we need to change it to integer?
Because index number are in the index number. When we work on the index number, it is
always integer. Yes, correct.
That's why. Or then in a testing module, that must be integer. That's why it will be integer. It is integer.
Okay. And then the for loop, what's happening in the for loop?
What's happening in the for loop? In a for loop, the for loop runs three times. So that means how many times? Number underscore cells underscore per underscore module underscore 1 underscore access times. right? That means a three. That means what? That means what a three,
Okay.
right? It runs three times. So first set, there are three sets, right? So
Yes.
first set start. First set we how we slice start colon and stop. Start colon stop. That means a zero or stop means a two. That means 0 and 1
Yes.
or added into the retained index empty array.
Okay.
And what do we do the second for the next time? Start equal to start. That means a two already. Start means a zero already.
Wait. Okay. And then start is equal to start plus number. Oh, for line 21, we're doing this so we can move to the next cell.
Next pixel, next box, next.
Yeah, next cell, yeah. And then stop equals.
Stop equal to what? Stop. If
This is much easier than my code.
yeah, this is actually we are using what? We are using what? Actually, NumPy array. That's why it is.
Okay.
Or the NumPy array is very powerful library. I send you document. I send the document to you. You read it well. That this is very important topic.
It has everything about NumPy.
Everything about NumPy.
Okay.
I try to make a best document. It is from myself only. I am not getting it for someone. We are just working separately, independently.
Okay.
Right. So this, what is the next module?
And then when does it? It doesn't stop. Automatically, it stops when you reach the end of the range. Correct?
Yeah, because there are the three modules only. There are three modules, three cells actually. So once the cells is complete, it will be goes out of the for loop.
Okay. And then return index.
Or because it is we need not to convert it from the list to index, because it is already list to NumPy array, because it is already NumPy array.
Yeah. Okay. I need to add comments, so I will do that now. Start.
This is for the slicing. Stop and start. It is for what? A slicing. Help in slicing.
I'm thinking of comments.
Start index and end index. Start represent to the start. The slicing for the start index is for what? Starting value of the slicing.
Value
of the slice for the slicing.
Slicing.
Right. Or same stop. This is the stop value of the slicing. Value of the slicing.
Of the slicing.
Right. This is an empty array.
Yes, we will store the indices here.
Creating what? A new empty array.
Okay, no need to comment. This is understandable.
Next slicing.
Go to the next cell, yeah. Correct?
Right.
Okay. This is the end. Okay.
Written the
Okay.
right.
Save. Okay. Okay. All good. Now I move on to the second part.
Yes. We have to understand what is the second part, and also first of all open the document and and open the second function, that is DEF extract underscore cell underscore pixels.
Why is there an error here?
Why? I think there is no, because there is no code right now. You just at least if it contains at least one statement, I think that will not generate error.
Yes, you're right.
You do not place write a plus b. You just like a printf or pass PASS, you can write pass PASS. Does not have code, you can write the pass.
Okay, okay. Now I don't understand the difference between the second part, the first part, and the second part.
Okay.
What's different?
Why we have to read it. Just open what? Just open the second part from the document.
3.2.
Not 3.2. Just you just open what function. Define DEF or extract underscore cell underscore pixel. Not in the on the document.
Oh yes, but I will open it here and then I'll bring the document now. Here's the document.
Just go down.
Here.
Go down to
this one.
Define function. Right. The second one. The extract cell pixel function. The extract pixel that has what? A number of parameters: a temporary array or module shape. Module shape, I think the 5 by 4, or shell shape is shell shape or inter shell separation, right? First recall that the input temp array in numpy array that contain entries belonging to the cell as well as those between the cells. First recall the input temp underscore array is a numpy array that contained entries, okay, belonging to the cells as well as those between the cells, right? I think there is a temporary array. There is some array which is called temp array that contains the information about the pixels, about the cells, that contain the information about the cells, and the whatever is between also contain the information about them, about that. This function extract entries in temporary array that belongs to this cell. This function extract the value from the temporary array, or that is related to some cell. The requirement have already described in 3.2. This function should return the output, which is the numpy array. You can test the function using this. This function required the index underscore it's okay. Import line has been included in the temporary file. Please do not change it. Some explanation on why. Right. Just open what? A 3.2. Right. 3.2. Let us say that you have the indexes that you need to retain in each axis in one dimension. This is we already create the function retain index.
Yeah.
Index is retain access 0. We can find out. We can because we have functions, so we can find out. So then you can extract the pixel within the cells and put them into the new NumPy array. A picture representation of what you need to do in figure 6 will refer to the NumPy array without the intercell pixel as a temporary array. Just open what the testing file. Must it open the testing file from the spider. XXL. Right. So temporary array is this, right? Module
Yeah.
shape is this, cell inner this, and temporary or trimmed array, right? We this is actually it is given temporary array is given. We have to find out what a trimmed array. Trimmed array expected. Trimmed temp underscore array underscore trimmed expected.
Wait, isn't the temp array already trimmed? Or no?
This is a temporary array, trimmed temporary array. Already we have. I trimmed temporary array. That means what? That the yellow holes are there, na? Yellow holes are there. There is a separation point. You mix it.
Yeah.
We have to mix it, I think.
You refer to the NumPy array without the intercell pixels.
Without the intercell pixels.
Oh, so we have to do it without the.
Wait, we have to trim it. We have to create a trimmed array.
So the temp array contains the yellow cells.
Temp array contains the yellow cells, but the trimmed temp array does not contain the trimmed cell. Right?
Okay, and we will define the temp array trimmed, correct?
No. We have not. We temp trim. We does not define the temp array, but we define what? A new array, temp underscore array trimmed.
Oh, we create a new one called that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
How we can create? That means if suppose if two cells, if two pixels are used for the separation, that means one inside the first module, one inside one be added into the first cell. The second one is added to the nearest cell, side one, or likewise. But if it is 3, then what we do? 1.5. How we can do it 1.5?
Yeah, that's yeah.
This is the so. Is there a temp? You just check. For example, I think there is a separation is separation by
Yeah.
1. That means what? Half and half.
Intercept cell is 1.
So that means 1. That means we can one. There is only one cell to separate, right?
Yeah, one cell horizontal
pixel,
and
1 pixel horizontal and
yeah.
1 row of pixel, 1 row of 1 column of pixels.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, so then how we do it? That means
Wait, no, it doesn't mean in the whole module there's 1. It just means when there are separations, it's 1 block of separation. You could have many separations, but the separation thickness is 1.
Okay, in separation thickness is 1, right? But once we trimmed it, that means what? The separation line is included into the included in which cell?
Oh, okay. Can I make a drawing?
Okay.
Okay, so here we have the cell shape is 2 by 5.
Right.
So that means it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Not 2 by 5.
Okay, so that means this is one cell here. Am I right? And tell me if I'm wrong or right. This is what I understand. And then we will have a separation here. This is a separation. I think this is.
Because I think this is a 3 into 1. Module shape is what called a 3 into 1.
3 into 1.
3 into 1.
Because this is what I understand from the what they given us. And this is another cell here. And then we have another separation like this. And then the last one. Is this correct? And this is another cell.
This array module shape is what? Module is 3 into 1. That means module means this one. 3 into 1. That means a module 3 rows. Like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or cell shape is 2 by 5. Cell shape is 2 by 5. 2 by 5. 2 rows by 5. Right?
Yes.
That means a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That means a 5. For the this means this is the one cell, the second cell, and the third cell. Oh, this is one is the separator. That means that this is the separator. But this that does not contain the value.
What's the value?
Retain value that does in the last program in previous function we find out the retained
Indices.
but when the yellow cells are the blank cells, I think.
Yeah, the yellow cells is the one we want to remove, correct?
Right. Or
So in here we want to get the one that are in black.
if we 1 3 that means what are the separation is not needed. That means the separation is not required between them. That is one. I think this is the entire. This is 2 by 5. That means a 2 by 5. That means what? Cell shape. How many cells?
Yeah. 2 rows and 5 columns. So the first black box is 2 rows and 5 columns. And then there's one separation. So from 32, 32, 31, 37, 31.7.
So what is the separation? Separation, that means these values are separation values.
It means these values are separation here.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then we have another cell shape 2 by 5 here.
Another okay, 2 by 5, right? The third one is 2 by 5, right?
And
so,
then this is separation.
So, how many total number of rows? How many rows are there total, including what? 2, 2, 2, or 2. Total, I think 8, right? So it will be converted into 4 by 5. 2 modules,
Yeah.
4 by 5.
Correct, 8.
Right?
Yeah.
Expected array this. Yani how many arrays? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So trimmed array, that means what? Yellow lines will be trimmed.
Yes. So so for example, in the first case, is it right? We have 8, we will end up with 6 in the temporary trimmed, correct?
I think just a minute. Asil, I think if I am right, that means this line, this particular line will be trimmed.
Yes, I think so too.
Or what is or this line? I think this should be trimmed.
Yes, I think so too.
So this
Yeah.
This is a trimmed array.
Okay, let's see the answer. Oh, we have to do it first. Okay.
We have to do it then. So
That's
we, I think we want trimmed positions. We have to trimmed what? We have to trim. I think that is I think that is correct. What? That the yellow lines, yellow range should be trimmed.
Yeah.
Right. I think. If
Yeah, because that's correct. Because if you look at the expected, they remove the yellow.
I remove this one, na? Remove this one and remove.
No, they removed the one.
Above.
Yeah.
They remove this one and remove this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because it is separated by cell by 5.
It is separated by 1 every 2 rows, correct?
Right. So we have to delete this, but we have to move all the element from here to here. That means what? We have to interchange. That means what? We have to interchange this. If you want to remove it, if you want to remove it, if you want to delete it, that means that this become what? Okay, we have to create a new array, or when this comes, ignore it.
Okay.
Right? So how we can go for this? Just create a program.
Okay, wait, let me remove the drawings. Wait, I want to put the charger. Okay. Okay.
Okay. What we have to do? We have to read the cell numbers. What in this, but 3 by 1. The cell size is 3 by. The cell size is 3 by 1, right? And that means what? 3 into 1. Cell size is 3 1. That means what? Third. That means what? Third position. The 0 1 2. The second position will be ignored.
Yeah.
This 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Write this. So this will be ignored. Or fifth will be 2 and third will be ignored. So Asil, we have to slice it, na? Same way last time.
Yeah, we call the function.
We call the we call the function, right? Index is written in this. Okay.
Yeah. Saying that. Do we call the indices now though? The function now?
I think index and retain. That means there is only the retained item. Okay. Right. So we have to use what? A temp underscore array underscore. We have to make a loop first.
Okay.
Because it is not for only one, it is for everything. Or we have to append into the new array.
Okay. Okay, I think I understand. I think.
So we have to go for what? A loop, 1 by 1. And call this function, particular function.
For I in temp array.
Temp array.
And now we call?
Now we call what? A function. I. I.
Like this?
Yes, right. Yes. Not like this.
Then.
You have to like the temp array. I.
Oh, okay. Like this?
Yes. But we have to create another loop above this.
Wait, it says it's undefined. Okay.
There is no I.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You just print what? Print I. You just delete it and then just print I. What is the value comes not what is the value comes from the I.
Okay.
Just run it. Right? It written it written what?
It gave us this.
How
Oh
much?
my God, that's very big. What's all these numbers?
Okay, what is the?
Oh, test index is 2. That means it printed. Oh, it printed this.
Oh, it's printed this.
Let me change this to 0 because we're working.
Right. This way. This written entire. This written the list. Entire list at a time. Right?
Yeah.
You just type over there. Just print. What where the extract is? You just print the 0. Temp array 0. Right. Then run. That means what? First row. It written first row.
Yeah.
That means what? How many rows are there? 8.
Yeah.
The loop goes to run 8 times. Right? Or inside it, just to make the nested loop. So inside this is inside it, and above it we have to make one more loop for I, not I. As for suppose this is suppose we have to change it to K, yeah, J.
Yeah.
I in temp, I in range, temp dot size, temp array dot dot size. No, temp underscore array dot size. Dot size. Size. It written the size. I think because it written 8. I think it written 8.
But this is.
So it runs. It range. Okay, 8 times now because it written 8. Inside the range function, if we pass 8, that means 0 to 7, right?
But how? Because the size is.
How to say this is 8. These are 8 rows. 1, 2.
The size is 8 by 5.
8 by 5, right?
So I think we should do this temp array. We want to make it to loop by the amount of rows
amount
there are.
right.
So I think we need to put indices brackets.
Because I am using what a range function. It takes a value, say 8. How we can type 8 temp array dot size.
But then this temp array size is gonna give us 8 by 5, right?
Not 8.5. It written 8 only. Why it is written 8.5?
No, 8 by 5. So 8,5.
We type it temporarily for just checking only what it returns.
Okay.
Right. So what is just print the I value of I. Just print value of I and run it. Size is what? Number of total number of not it does not return what? Or dim. You just there is another way to find out the number of rows. 3. Oh, this save module is a tuple, right?
Yeah.
Save module is a tuple. There are three number of 3 sets of row, right? That value is retained. 3 sets of row in which the value is retained.
Oh, wait. We want to go through the number of rows.
Number of rows.
Okay, wait. I think I saw something here. One second. Okay. So this is to find the number of pixels along axis 0. We need to do it for axis 1.
Same for axis 1.
Yeah. So I think I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just guessing.
Okay.
And if we change this to 1. It's wrong.
0, 1.
Oh, wait. No, wait. It's right. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Yeah.
Just wait. I give the formula.
Oh, wait. This is correct. Wait. I changed it. Okay. Yes.
What? Yes, right.
Okay.
It is right.
Yeah.
DIM hota hai. I think this is there is DIM.
Okay, if I change this to 1. It gives us 0 and 1.
Right.
And if we put 2, oh my god. It gives us up to 15, range 15.
Right.
Yeah, they already gave it to us in the document.
Oh, that is a formula. Right. So go through it. So go now. Now you can use what your function of for loop. That that's already undo it. Okay, okay. Just previously. Just wait. I just copy. I just copy paste. No copy. No, no. You just undo it.
Where does these two lines come from?
That particular line. You just you just when you undo it, na, that come back.
Okay.
You write some undo again too many times, sometimes regularly. You write again that one. Yes, undo again. Yes, yes. One bus. Okay. Now you can type your up. You just type over the array over. In this case, you just copy paste from the document.
Here?
Yeah, no. In the range, na?
Okay. And then I remove the temp array.
Yes, right.
Manage, and then I copy the formula. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then for J in temp array, and now we call the function.
You just type a temp underscore array I.
Okay, but I should remove this, right?
Yes. You should, but I. Just type I. Do not remove. You just temp array arrow. Right, it's right. But now print J.
Oh, print J.
It return you the individual values, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have to traverse it.
Okay. Now we call the function.
Now we call the function. Right? Just delete the print.
Why is there an error? Undefined name.
So because there is these we have only parameters are what? The temp array, module shape, cell, inner cell. We does not have any parameter number pixel per cell on an axis.
So the number pixels per cell one axis should be changed to temp array.
Temp array I. Not J. It's a J only, na?
Temp array J.
Temp array I.
And then module shape.
Shape are same.
And then the second one.
Shape is we have module shape. In the inner cell we have already. Module shape we have already.
So I don't put it, or I put it?
Put it.
And then intercell stuff. Okay.
Error. Shape. I think I still we have to read again the document properly. I think thoroughly we have to read.
No, but it makes sense. Like we want to get this.
We went to trim the there. So I think we have to slice them, not to traverse one by one. I think we directly try. If we have the double dimensional array, we have to slice it.
Okay.
There is no need to traverse it through the loop like that.
Okay.
So I think what will we do? I think we have to read it first, write it. But need to read.
Yeah, I will just do something.
In your university, all the students have same assignment or a separate assignment?
All the same, but different numbers.
Different numbers. That means the same assignment. This assignment is done by all the students.
Yeah, but we all have different values.
But the values are different only, right? That means the data set is different.
Yeah, data set is different.
Can you know how many students are made it?
I don't know because they are in Australia.
Okay.
But what's wrong with our function?
Asil, I think we have to read it again properly. Then and then only we have to continue.
Okay.
I think, right?
Okay, this is 3.2. Okay, I understand.
Just we have to slice, nothing else. Just slice it. We have just slice it.